Oh no! This guy forgot to get food. What an idiot! Don't you know you need that to survive? Lucky for him, there's Factor. With Factor, you can be eating chef-crafted meals from the fridge to table in under 3 minutes. After 2 minutes in the microwave, you can be chowing down on fine filet mignon, delicious sautéed chicken, luscious roast pork, and so much more. With over 100 recipes available every month delivered right to your door, you'll never have to worry about that midday hunger pain again. And if you go to Factor75.com now and use the code BENTOFB50 at checkout, you can get 50% off your first box. But that's not all. If you act now with the code BENTOFB50, you'll also get free breakfast for a whole year. Whether you're vegan, pescatarian, vegetarian, or normal, Factor is there for you. Order now.
I said we wouldn't do it. I said no.
I even said no.
But here we are. They decided that they wanted to remake Battle of Gods again.
Again.
And
This is technically the 4th time.
I guess, yeah, because they like went back and they fixed the TV version, but
Well, I mean,
because,
this is the 4th version.
Yeah, they are doing a recut. Why not compare?
Yeah, why not compare?
Oh my god, I'd never watched these episodes in my life because I'd seen the movie. I'd seen the movie.
Hold on. You'd never seen... Wait.
No, I started...
Wait, when did you start?
I started watching when like the Universe 6-7 tournament was happening.
So you literally skipped the stuff that the cover of the movies?
I've skipped the movies.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. It's just that's wild. I didn't know. I actually had no idea you had never seen Battle of Gods or Resurrection F arcs.
Only like I've only seen them as movies. Why would I need to watch them again? I had seen them in. We just watched about, I don't know, like, what, 70 minutes of Dragon Ball? 60-something minutes of Dragon Ball? I watched a movie that was like a little under 90 minutes long. It did all that! Actually, you know what? No, it didn't do all that. It did all the things that we haven't even seen yet! Gah! This is a worse opening than GT.
I can't argue. I can't. You've got a point because I think with Dragon Ball GT, it was taking place years after the original show.
Yeah, so at least the recap does something for you.
Yeah, this moment where we get to spend time and get to know the characters.
You get to see the world. You get reintroduced to like Pan. Like this is your real introduction to.
Yeah, like a real proper introduction to Pan, a reintroduction to Trunks, who's running Capsule Corp, a reintroduction to Goten, who's apparently a player now.
But with this, you're just being like you're left where the status quo left off.
Yeah.
Only like it's kind of like opposite because like where GT was like, you know, the next week after Z ended, this is several years after Z ended.
Yeah. Like it kills me that this version of Trunks is just so much better than GT Trunks. Why is this the first episode?
This snake clearly must scale somewhere to Boo's level.
I get like, hey, let's reintroduce the characters a little bit.
Yeah.
But to spend the first 2 episodes on your show, and I'm not going to call them filler episodes because that's not what filler is, but on 2 episodes that are just slice of life, barely
Which
consequential
isn't necessarily
to the plot.
a bad thing, because like the first episode of GT was basically slice of life. It did have like, you know, the massive plot hook of Goku's a kid again. For the most part, it was, you know, Goku fucking around as a kid, getting into a bit of hijinks.
Yeah, I will say that stuff was kind of here or there.
I found it more endearing than this.
Just because it had that scene where Vegeta gets the call and then hangs up.
Vegeta gets the call, he hangs up. You had like Pan with Mr. Satan and like the ice cream and the parfait, like Goku getting kidnapped. It's fun hijinks, and like it's not like this is bereft of charm or anything. I liked the second episode. I genuinely enjoy Vegeta's Big Vacation.
Yeah, Vegeta's Big Vacation is definitely the best part, I'd say, of these first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Largely just because getting to watch Vegeta be a dad and a husband is something I've desperately wanted more of.
like, look, we're both fans of slice of life stuff.
Yeah.
We love it when like our shonen heroes get a chance to breathe and like exist. It's some of the big charm in My Hero. Anytime that there's like an episode where people just get to kind of hang out and be people. I mean, hell, we made the Dragon shorts because we love the concept of it so much, that playing with these characters that never get like much downtime.
But the problem is that you usually want to try and do the slice of life stuff after a little bit of plot stuff. Yeah. After you've really gotten your story started.
I know that's kind of hard here because, like, the story itself is Beerus wakes up and he comes to Earth.
Which, unfortunately, when Beerus wakes up, you are on a ticking clock that you can't push off for too long.
And in the movie, we get to see him during that wake-up process. We get, like, a great introduction to him in the movie. In this, he's already awake, and he's just chilling at a pig planet.
Which is the wrong move. I'm sorry. Showing Beerus after he's already woken up, wrong move. The movie did it right. Showing him waking up and going like through it, like the whole process of him waking up and talking to Beerus, or Whis, that was really good.
Yeah, great introduction.
Yes.
In this, like, he's introduced, he's at a pig planet, and they feed him somewhat slimy dessert, and he pops their planet in half.
Yeah, which I've got feelings on.
He's a bit petty, but like he's a cat, so I guess that's like kind of cat demeanor. And he's like, the thing that like Super kind of does is they do give Beerus a bit of an arc, from what I recall.
Well, no, I mean, I mean, are you talking about the show? Or are you, because
I don't know if I'm talking about the show.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I know that like from the beginning of the movie to the end, it's like, okay, you know what, I see merit to your existence.
I think, well, from my perspective, when it comes to Beerus, it's less so much that he's, I mean, he does see some benefit to their existence, that's true.
Yeah, they have great food.
But for him, it's actually, the arc is sort of Goku's of, like, when he at the very end says, hey, I give up, you're stronger than me, I think that's when Beerus is like, okay, we're cool. Everything's cool. Like, honestly, we're good now. Like, the fact that you can recognize the difference in strength, you're not trying to be petulant about it, you're accepting what has happened, fine, sick. Yeah. I'm going to blow up this small piece of Earth, and then I'm going to peace.
But I can't help but realize that about 60-some minutes into Dragon Ball, we are less than 10 minutes into the movie.
Yes, and 60 minutes into Dragon Ball Super, we are 10 minutes into Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods.
Let's break it down a little bit here. Episode 1, we get like some brief moments with Beerus as he's just kind of being a petty little guy out there popping off the pig planet.
Which I'm not a fan of this particular characterization tweak of Beerus. The overall character is largely still the same, but there are small things that make him less affable as an antagonist as he was in the original movie.
Yeah, but meanwhile on Earth, Gohan and Videl had just gotten married, and so like Goten and Trunks want to get them a wedding present, specifically Videl a wedding present, and meanwhile Goku is a farmer with a tractor, and Chi-Chi needs him to make that. He needs to bring home the cheddar because Ox King's wealth burned down.
Which, by the way, I can't believe that they're referencing that fire all the way back from original Dragon Ball.
They saved the dress.
Question: how do you feel about Farmer Goku?
I like the idea of him as a farmer. I do wish that they kind of like paid a little more homage to like him and Roshi's training, because like he's doing this shit with a tractor when you know for a fact he could do it faster by hand.
Honestly, and he'd probably have more fun doing that.
Probably. Just like digging. Maybe Chi-Chi doesn't like doing that laundry though. Like maybe he shows up and it's like all covered in like dirt and shit again.
Yeah, but come on. If you're going to send your man out to farm and get mad at him for getting his clothes dirty.
I mean, he'd do it naked. You know he would.
I don't know why I spent so much time thinking of that.
I know why.
Well, then you want to drive the tractor for me while I eat?
Instead, he just breaks child labor laws.
I mean, so
this really is.
I mean, so did Roshi. So it's part of the It's part of the turtle style training.
Yeah, let's not talk about all the laws that Master Roshi's probably broken. I don't mind it so much just because it's a cute idea.
It is cute.
Yeah.
Like I like him as a farmer. Like honestly, the moments with him on the tractor and like him letting Goten drive the tractor while he eats his lunch is a cute moment.
Yeah. It's just, I think there's a part of me that's a little bit disappointed that I think that's kind of like the most that we're going to get of it in the show. I
think I've seen a clip.
Oh, there's another clip later after the Battle of Gods arc that is, everyone agrees, incredibly funny.
Yeah. I have no doubt that there will be gems here and there, but right now it feels like wading through mire.
Yeah.
It's like It's not great. The biggest part of the episode I remember is that they spend like 5 to 10 minutes fighting a snake. A cool looking cartoon snake, a Dragon Quest ass looking snake.
Which I can appreciate some Dragon Quest designs. But that being said, yeah, it's weird because it's like kids. If this matters that much to you, just go Super Saiyan, punch the snake out.
And furthermore, fly the fuck away.
Or fly away. Yeah, no, it's a lot of conflict for the sake of conflict, which I'm sorry, modern Dragon Ball writers just have no idea how to properly write a conflict anymore.
It did give like airs of GT in those moments where it's like, clearly they're overscaled for this conflict, but there's gotta be a conflict, so there's a conflict.
Yeah, and there's definitely a part of me that just kind of feels like there's a way to fuse these first 2 episodes, especially considering that if you think about it, the stuff with Bulma and Vegeta and Trunks was only the first half of episode 2.
Yeah, which is like kind of sad because it was like the more entertaining chunk. I kind of would have wanted like a little bit more out of that.
Yeah.
But like going back to episode 1, the episode's title is like 100 million Zenny, who will get the prize? And it's Mr. Satan, he gets the prize and he just gives it to Goku.
Yeah, that is such a weird title now that you bring that up. I didn't even think about that. Like, what is there's no question posed by the episode about who's going to get the 100 million. It's almost immediately answered, but then it's changed at the last moment. There's no
there's no stake to it.
Yeah, the point of the episode is not who's going to get the 100 million Zenny. That's never a question. Why is it named that?
I don't know. I did like the touch that Karoni and Pisa were like Hercule's, background people.
I think I remember Proshka in like one shot, but I cannot guarantee that. But yeah, no, Karoni and Pizza being there, I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, Pizza also being his driver at the end, driving straight through Goku's farm fields. By the way, like they off-roaded. How did they find him?
That is actually a very good question because he definitely didn't go to their place and then ask.
No.
Oh, probably asked Fidel, who asked Gohan, who probably did know.
Oh, he's out in the fields, that not at my home address where you can just give this briefcase to my mom?
Well, he might have been like, hey, do you know where Goku is?
No, I don't want to talk to that lady. She's scary.
Yeah, I mean, he might have just asked for Goku. And at that point, it's like, oh, yeah, he's out here right now. And then he goes to find him.
But why did they know that? Why did they know that he'd be at the cliff?
You know what? I have no explanation for this, and frankly, I don't care to defend Dragon Ball Super enough.
Either way, Hercule shows up and is like, hey, I just want to give you all this money, to thank you for all that, saving the world stuff and not trying to, not harshen my glow.
And I really like that Goku is like,
nah,
I don't really need that much money. And then he finds out how much money it actually is, and then he really doesn't want it. But then Goten, sharp little dude.
But Dad, if we have the money, then Mom won't make you work and you can go train.
Dad, money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Money can be exchanged for many donuts.
Exactly.
100 million Zenny. 100 million?
Don't tell her I don't pay her.
Fine, I wasn't the only one fighting him. You did your part too.
Honestly, Satan existing, it's like maybe Satan is like the strongest. And Chi-Chi's all excited about it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get you so many tutors. Maybe I can find the whip guy again. It's gonna be great. And we're gonna send you the best schools, and we're never gonna hear about this again.
Do you think Chi-Chi kind of does that because she wants the house to herself more often?
I think there's like a novelty to it. You got to anticipate that, like, while she loves her family, she loves her husband, there was probably like a bit of like restful peacefulness during those between Cell and Boo years. Which is like she just got to be.
There certainly wasn't. She had a baby.
She got to be there with her babies.
Yeah, a baby. I'm sorry.
He wasn't a baby forever, though.
He was a baby almost until Goku came back. Like, by the time...
She seems like somebody who thrives on motherhood. I'm sorry. Like, that's the kind of character she's been presented as.
I mean, it is true, but I'm still, like, I've met plenty of women who love to be mothers, but if you told them they had a peaceful first couple years of that baby's life, they would still give you stink eye.
Yeah, but for a fact Gohan stepped up. Gohan was almost certainly like a great older brother taking care of the baby when needed.
Dicks for dollars, Videl came over and helped out too.
Well, no, Videl wasn't there when he was a baby. Videl was there when he was 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, you're right. I completely, like, my
Piccolo.
Yeah. That's actually really curious. Do you think she let him anywhere near Goten?
It's clear that Piccolo never trained him.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, why would he?
But, I mean, when it's Gohan And like that they had play dates with Trunks and like it's not like they had
yeah. I mean, no, they had a support network for sure. No, it's we really are on the subject. Super episode 2.
Yeah.
To write out the first episode, I do want to say, don't like Beerus' introduction. The whole side plot with the eau de toilette was really weird. The freaking water. I do like Vidal's response at the end. It's cute. It's sweet.
It's like, oh, they brought me water.
Yeah, it's like,
nice.
Yeah. Was there anything else in that episode? I feel like there had to be something else.
Roshi showing up talking about how much porn he could buy with all that money.
I will say I do like how Chi-Chi was. He's like Goku's like, hey, so it's okay if I go train now? And she's like, yeah, sure. Just make sure.
Goku, do you know how many titties I could see with that money? You owe me. You ate me out of house and home, Goku.
I like how he's. There's a certain appreciation one must have for a man who still buys DVDs and Blu-ray of porn.
Gotta support the official release, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a man of culture.
Look. All I'm saying is streaming services are all the rage now, but he needs that physical copy.
Yeah. If they introduced that man to digital media, OnlyFans would drain him. In all senses.
Oh no.
The bank be coming for that house. I just want porn!
Why was this the first episode of this show?
Well, you gotta start out on the right foot. You need to let people know what to expect.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
There's something just so much more charming about Vegeta getting slice of life segments.
I think it's partially...
Like him being a family man.
Yeah, and that's partially because we rarely get to see him.
We don't get to see his softer side.
Yeah, and we don't get to see a lot of softness here necessarily, but we do get to see him acquiesce in places. I really do like that scene.
And be a little bit of a goofball with his family. Like, I love the, I'll eat your whole race bits.
Yeah, no, the fact that you have that shot where he's on top of the plane.
Yeah, standing on their car.
Yeah, with the octopus, and then it cuts back to him remembering that, thinking, oh, and that was my revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I definitely like, there is a part of me that just kind of loves Bulma encouraging her son and like her baby daddy to just kind of enjoy themselves.
Yeah, it's a lot of cute like little shots too, like them in the train that they would eventually turn into a Fortnite emote.
Just so cute. It's so cute.
It's adorable. And then just Vegeta cannot handle the Hawaiian mosh pit. He had to get out of there.
That is, okay, so that's the one part that I don't, actually the part I just don't like about the whole story is that it ends on such a whimper.
That he just kind of like burns his social battery too quickly.
Yeah, it's like
oh, they're nudging me! Yeah. You! People!
Yeah, it's like, this doesn't feel like a satisfactory way to end a really cute little one-off story. But I at least appreciate that both Trunks and Bulma realize, okay, he's done. They know
his limits.
He spent the whole day with us.
He didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, no, you know what?
That's a plus.
Yeah, considering 6 months ago, approximately. I cannot remember the...
Blew up half an arena, but he did wish them back.
I mean, he didn't wish them back.
Yeah, he did. He asked Dende to.
Then somebody...
He was the one that's like everybody that died since the morning of the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh.
That was his wording.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. Okay.
Again, I got a brain for some of these things.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, the latter half of the episode is just once again focused on Beerus. This time with a pretty cool looking dinosaur. This would be a good point to bring up that Ian as Whis and Jason as Beerus are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Ian has always been great. I love him as Brook. He is pitch perfect as Whis, though.
Yeah, in the first episode, you don't get a whole lot of time to spend with them. It really isn't until that second episode.
When he shows up to the dinosaur dude and he's just like, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. Just like having that weird little conversation.
Yeah, no, and Whis desperately trying to be like, listen, you're going to want to do this my way because the guy
You got like a minute.
Yeah, it's like, if he comes here, this is going to be over. It's going to be really bad. And of course, Beerus shows up. He's like, nah, I'm not waiting anymore. I want that fucking dinosaur, baby.
I'm going to eat that dino meat. It's going to give me a brain blast so I can remember what I dreamed about.
Yeah.
If the stories are true, then it packs a flavor unrivaled in the cosmos.
And it doubles the size of your hog.
My senses and helps...
Oh my God. So there's this whole thing that they're doing And this part wasn't in the movie, if I remember.
He woke up saying, like, I had a dream, like a premonition. Where's that fish?
Yeah, almost immediately goes to the fish. Oh my God, we don't even get to the fish till episode 3, do we? Son of a bitch. We get a cute scene, a well-animated scene, actually. I was actually surprised.
With like the little, like, cavemen, like, things throwing their hatchets, reminding me a lot of, like, Joe and Mac or whatever that SNES game was.
Yeah, and just the dinosaur, like, destroying.
I like the dinosaur design, like, where it's like head doesn't really have teeth, but like the appendages are.
Yeah. The maw is almost like
I always enjoy these like strange creature designs they come up with. They're always kind of fun.
Yes, I feel like when good Dragon Ball alien designs are awesome, bad Dragon Ball alien designs are boring as hell.
They just look very Star Trek-y.
And that is the one thing I currently have to give this series, is that the aesthetic is definitely closer to Toriyama's specifically than GT's was.
Yeah.
That's the one benefit I'm currently giving it. That and the music is definitely a step up.
Yeah, not that it's much to write home about. It's easily the worst opening theme Dragon Ball.
No.
Goku crotch,
In terms of best Dragon Ball themes, Don Don is so high up there. Like, I love it. In terms of, but Chozetsu Dynamic is literally the worst.
Is that what this one is?
It is the Chozetsu Dynamic is the worst.
Yeah,
song.
I'm asking, is that what this one's called?
Yeah. No, I'm emphasizing, and it's only, oh my God, the only songs associated with Dragon Ball, like the only worst Dragon Ball themes are like dub themes like Dragon Ball Z, because that's just repetitive and boring.
Yeah, as long as you're not gonna do shit talk my Rock the Dragon.
No. I would never.
Okay, good.
I would never.
Like, you wouldn't start that beef here, not this many years in.
No. Do I think it's the best? No. Do I love it? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got that Go-Go Power Rangers energy.
I believe it's the same guy.
It might be. Saban Studio, whatever.
I found out that all the music, apparently, most of the music in the Ocean version, that was Ron Wasserman.
Oh,
that was the guy, the Power Rangers guy.
Then maybe.
Yeah.
Either way, weak opening theme, and the music is like, it's very JRPG. But it serves its purpose. It's in the background. It doesn't distract, but it also doesn't compel.
Yes, there are some tracks that are kind of neat.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, and you already know this. This isn't a spoiler. The music does get better. It just needs to find an identity first, and that's what's struggling in this first bit.
I think that's the problem here, is that it feels like a show trying to find its footing, despite the fact that it has such a good blueprint to work off of already.
Well, since we're just started, and I think that's a good point to bring this point up. So, do you know the story with how Dragon Ball Super was made and the circumstances surrounding it?
I know that a man loves a woman, and
very much. And then they give birth to a mangaka, and that mangaka makes a worldwide sensation.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, do you remember Toriko?
Oh God, you just gave me a flashback to when it had a crossover with One Piece and Dragon Ball for like no reason.
You've never seen a fraud alert this loud. Toriko,
like dude in an orange jumpsuit and blue hair, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and his entire move is like fork and knife, which is fine. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, it was like a food hunting thing.
Yeah. Like they were like food is strength and all this stuff. And personally, I never hated it. But I also never caught on to why people were pushing it like they did.
Yeah, the fact that they tried to put it up there with with Dragon Ball and One Piece, even when One Piece isn't as big as it is now, that's no.
Yeah, because One Piece was still on the rise by the time Toriko joined the picture, so there is kind of maybe an argument.
Yeah, so now it feels kind of like this like ruined thing where it's like it could have been a Dragon Ball One Piece crossover, and then there's this guy.
Yeah.
It's literally the Hiei, Kurama, and Goki of like the
shit. Yeah, like the shonen protagonist number 3.
Yeah.
But the thing, so what had happened was, the series kind of ended because it wasn't very popular, and they realized, oh no, we don't have anything to fill this time slot. Now, at the time, they also had Dragon Ball Z Kai the Buu stuff they were making a version internationally, which is the version that we got.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, they had Sumitomo doing the music for that. Well, they decided that they were going to try and adapt that into a even shorter version to replace Toriko. And then they were like, but then what do we do after that? Well, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F had come out. They did very well. It reignited a bunch, like, it really took off across the world. It was getting everyone's excitement up.
Yeah, one of them was fantastic. The other one was still good.
Yeah, but here's the big issue. How long do you think it takes to pre-produce and then produce an anime?
Considering how long it was between the announcement of Dragon Ball Magic and the eventual production of Daima, which still had crunch,
Yeah,
a long fucking time.
a long goddamn time.
I'm guessing they had less time than that.
I can't remember the numbers, and hey, if I get this wrong, please don't fucking, like, crucify me.
Roast this man!
Damn. It was like 6 months to a year.
Oh Jesus, that's like a fucking Call of Duty level.
Yeah, it's
turnaround.
Because they were like, here's the logo, here's promotional art, that's all you've got.
You got these 2 movies. Make 20 episodes each.
Yeah, and they were. I'm guessing that with the promotional manga that they made with Toyotaro, who was taking hints from Toriyama at the time, and Toriyama, who wrote both those first movies, or at least had a lot of input on those first movies. He didn't really write them. He just corrected a lot of them.
He just got pissed off at Dragon Ball Evolution and decided he wanted to make a cat about it.
I mean, funny enough, Beerus was supposed to look very different. Super Saiyan God was supposed to look very different. He came in there, fixed them. He flat out fixed them. And so we got a show that was like so rushed because and they're like we need to write an original plot. So in the meantime, we're just going to adapt these first 2 arcs or first 2 movies as these 2 movies as the first 2 arcs, and they're gonna have to do. And it was, oh boy.
And so we end up with 2 episodes that are, while not filler, essentially like placeholder in time for like them to pace out the movie. Because it's not until episode 3 that we even get like shades of the movie. Goku gets to King Kai's planet. Beerus decides, oh yeah, Super Saiyan God. Because at the end of episode 2, where he says like, oh, that's right, Super Saiyan God.
Oh my God. Yeah, so.
And then they start the 3rd episode like, what was it again? Siamese Sabulabulu Sulaboobos?
Yeah, no. And it's like, we fucking write it down, bro. Write it down. And I was...
No, they had to go talk to Fish PNG.
Yeah, and that was the whole setup. Because, like, and again, it's like, why even have him figure it out on his own if you're just going to make him forget it and then go to the fucking fish anyway? Why do this? And yeah, I think you're absolutely right, because with the way that production works on anime is like, oh yeah, you have seasons. And I was like, they were like, okay, well, we need to at least fill out this many episodes with these story arcs before we move on. And it was just...
And to also give them a bit of time to plan ahead, I'm guessing?
Yeah, because, you know, Toyotaro and Toriyama were like working together on the manga stuff.
And I think like the last thing they wanted was like a GT where they had to like rewrite it
halfway
into the first
my
season.
God.
So I'm guessing they at least might have had like at least a few pins on the board moving forward.
Yeah, they were definitely making as much headway as they could. I hope they did. Because
eventually, like, I mean, after I started watching, I'm not going to say that it, like, I still don't remember a lot of stuff. I dropped off in the middle of Goku Black and came back at, like, Tournament of Power, but I remember its peaks being pretty high. So it gets there. I know it gets there. It's just not even close yet.
Yeah, and the part that kills me, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, we have not... Oh, man. The worst parts of this arc we have not hit yet, and the worst parts of the next arc.
It's giving you indigestion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in a way I'm kind of excited, if only just because I know that people at home, some of you love to watch us bitch, and thank you. I appreciate
Always
that.
appreciate it. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, comment, subscribe for bitching.
Yeah, hell
bitching
yeah.
in comments, always, yeah.
Not that I like being negative, but you know, sometimes you work with what you got. But yeah, it's going to get better. It's going to. I know it will. But the first 2 arcs, we're already off on a rocky start, because these first 3 episodes just kind of are nothing burgers, and they're already starting to feel stretched out.
Yeah.
What happened in the 3rd episode? I know we got the fish.
Yeah, it was the fish and like Goku training
Bulma takes off on the boat.
Yeah. Bulma is like, hey, it's my birthday party.
Birthday, which I'm still steamed about what they changed that from. So originally, and this is, see how I complimented Toriyama earlier for fixing some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he ruined one thing. It originally wasn't Bulma's birthday, which is kind of boring and rote. It was supposed to be Krillin and 18's goddamned wedding.
Oh, that would have been cute.
I know, right?
But I'd feel kind of bad for them, honestly. Like, if they had their wedding, like, shown up like that. Like, at least with Bulma, I think that might have been a good call. Like, I'm thinking about, like, as cute as it would have been to have seen Krillin and 18 get married, having Bulma be somewhat of the centerpiece does make for a more interesting introduction of Beerus.
Yeah, and I guess
to the group.
And you know what? That does service Vegeta in that moment, because we'll see later. And yeah, it kind of would. You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
As much as I absolutely want to see their wedding, and even maybe something funny going on that kind of like throws some chaos into it, that might have been too much, and it might have just sort of hurt
Now,
them.
if Son Goku and his friends' return had been like Krillin and 18's wedding,
that would have been great, because there's no real big consequence to that. A couple of schmucks show up,
it's just them going to a party, and then like Abba and Dabba Gazoo show up, whatever the fuck their names were.
Abba and Kato.
Abagabo.
They're lawyers.
Kabagobu.
But
Labubu
to buy chocolates. Anyway, yeah, that third episode is such a blur to me, because
it's Sean Schemmel talking to himself on King Kai's planet for a good long while.
By the way, if I have to listen to King Kai scream for minutes on end again, I may end myself. I don't know if I can take it. There's a reason I apologize when I do this voice. Okay, I'm very sorry. Because it is obnoxious.
I think it's funny.
I don't know, man. It gets to the point where I feel like my brain goes numb.
There are certain like vocal tones that I know can like just hit people the wrong way, like, rubbing a balloon, nails on a chalkboard. Maybe that's one of those sounds for you.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
But that being said, the other thing that I've noticed, definitely in this first three episodes, is that they're definitely having fun with the script. We are watching this dubbed.
Yes, thank God.
Yes, and like you said,
not that I have an issue with the sub. I like not having to read every now and again.
Let me tell you, like you said, Jason Douglas as Beerus is pitch perfect, but somehow even more, Ian Sinclair as Whis.
Ian Sinclair is so fucking good.
He's so good. Honestly, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. And I am so, so grateful that for a little while there, I was actually friends with him on PlayStation Plus, or now, I can't remember.
Playing some fighters?
Yeah, playing fighters. We played fighters. And I'm so happy about that.
Fantastic. Like, honestly, the entire cast is fantastic.
Yeah.
I have great admiration for that. I mean, Sabbath's like, he's one of my mentors, basically. I wouldn't be where I'm at.
I'll still always have a little bit of misgivings with some of the casting. Like, in terms of like, I think everyone's improved. I still don't think some people are wholly appropriate for some of the characters they play. But that being said, everyone is giving the best performances they've ever given, and God knows Rhaegar as Satan.
He is.
Oh my God.
I can't, look, rest in peace, Daisuke Gori, absolute legend, but Rhaegar is 110,000% my Satan.
No, totally, absolutely. He's definitely fully embodied that character. Honestly, in this dub, besides, again, Sean Schemmel's King Kai. This isn't a knock at Schemmel. I think his Goku's gotten great. I just cannot stand that particular voice. Everyone else, doing a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the first three episodes of Dragon Ball Super.
Of Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, man, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about with episode 3.
Yeah, I know, right? I think it's just because it feels like it's actually the first episode. Like, in a way.
And even then, it's like we get like the first minute and a half of Battle of Gods. Like, I could save so much time by popping in a Blu-ray right now.
Like, I know. And by the way, you're gonna like if people out there, if you get frustrated at the fact that we're constantly comparing it to the movies,
it's impossible not to.
It really is impossible not to. But also, I am curious. Please, if you are somebody, and you've got to be out here. If there's somebody watching this right now who saw Dragon Ball Super first before the movies, please tell us. I absolutely want to know what your experience was like. And if you saw the movies afterwards, did you like them more or less?
Yeah, man, thinking about that from the perspective of like, if I hadn't seen the movies,
Right?
how would I be feeling?
Yeah, no, that is impossible.
Because like right now, I'm just sitting here like, I know what I'm waiting for. I know what beats I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
And I know that they are more than 2 or 3 hours out. Like, that's killing me.
Yeah, because it's not quite like when you read a manga and then you watch the anime.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, you're seeing the stuff that was originally not moving and colored and voiced. This time you're seeing something that's completely restructured with new story.
I'm watching the same movie suspended in aspic. Like,
yeah, exactly. It is much slower. And some people like, look, I'm the first person to say that I was looking forward to what they could possibly do.
like what they could flesh out.
Yeah, but I'm starting to see why Dragon Ball Super Beerus is going to be 6 episodes.
Which, when that comes out, which will probably be around when these are getting released, I'm not sure exactly when. We're recording these a while in advance.
Yeah.
We'll probably do like a direct comparison, like as they drop. I don't know.
I am so curious. I am extremely curious to see how they handle a lot of that material. I already know, and this is really cool, they're adding stuff from the manga. Like, you remember that segment where Goku starts like training on his own while Goten's driving the tractor? He actually does image training against Frieza and Cell in the manga.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited. Apparently that's in there. So I'm really excited. I'm also really excited like to see a lot of the better Dragon Ball Super animators come back and get to touch up some of that work.
Yeah.
Because I think that rush schedule hurt a lot of animators, and we'll see that next time. Just you wait.
Okay.
Where good animators got fucked over by
You know
this
what?
show.
I'm excited for that. I love bad character art.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like GT Cell is like one of my like favorite sleep paralysis demons. So good.
I guess we'll have to wait for that next time then.
Next time on the Super Dragon Ball Brothers Super Show.
Fuck you, Mario! I chiseled it!
That was organic. Fuck me.